The more you know. Brought to you by Flagstaff, Rockwood, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
There's been a lot of talk recently about the quality of new RVs and people jumping on RV manufacturers for supposedly producing poor quality units. I must admit that the pandemic has presented challenges for all RV manufacturers, but it's caused challenges for anybody who manufactures just about anything. And the challenges trickle down through the dealers and through the retailers of products to you and me eventually, the consumer. I think we can all agree that we can see those challenges every time we go and try to buy something, especially larger ticket items. In fact, you know what? There has never been a more important time to take your time when making a purchase the size of an RV. The prices on new RVs, they are a lot higher than they were this time last year. Similar to the automotive industry, where prices on new vehicles, even used ones, are sky high and oftentimes over sticker. Buying a new or used RV is higher than it's ever been before. Now, I do have a little bit of advice for you. If you're in the market for an RV, unless you are a veteran RVer, maybe even then, it's a good idea to get a certified RV inspector to take a good long look at what you're about to buy. A good inspector will see things that you don't see. They'll often see things that the seller doesn't want you to see, things that you will surely find out about as soon as that RV becomes yours. Although an RV inspection is a good idea prior to purchasing, it is still not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee that you're going to find out everything that may be wrong with the unit, especially on new RVs. All new RVs look and smell nice, right? How could anything possibly be wrong with a new RV? Well, as with most things, it's the things that you don't see that you're about to find out about that are going to get you. Because RVs, they're not assembled by computerized robots like cars and trucks are, human beings make mistakes. And sometimes those mistakes on the production line are covered up at the next station in the assembly plant. If someone does a sloppy job of wiring and then it's covered up by the, kitchen or bathroom cabinets or wallboard, somebody's nicked, put a metal staple through the wall and nicked a piece of electrical wiring, that is something that will only be discovered by the person who eventually uses the RV. If someone on the line does a poor job and it gets pushed along in the process, is it the dealer's job to find it? The honest answer is hopefully, but not always. They can't know about something they don't know about. Mistakes can be made, and occasionally they are made. They are made in the process of building RVs. There's no perfect RV, and there's no way you can tell if there's an inherent problem unless everything in the RV is tested. Everything. Now, too many dealers do an awful job of testing every RV that comes in. These less than reputable dealers will not test everything before you hitch up and go. They should, but they don't. My advice to all who are buying a new RV is to have the dealer connect everything, and have it hooked up and working, and make sure it all works before you take possession. Some dealers may balk. Some will be irritated that you'd even think to question them, but a great dealer will always connect and check everything in that RV before you take possession of it. And a great dealer will always include everything and not charge you extra for stuff. It's all built into the price. So consider hiring an independent inspector. Don't take possession until the seller has demonstrated everything. It's all working just the way it should be. Or at least you know the honest condition of the RV that you are buying. It's always easier to get the dealer or the seller to do something before you give them your money.